Good morning all, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. I hope all is well where you are. Here in the UK, winter is well and truly arrived, and I think we're expecting, well, the temperatures definitely have dropped, expecting snow to start over the probably next week. Apparently it's on its way. I thought I would just turn on the camera to share what I've done for the December spreads of my daybook. I'm so excited to be back to doing this, reflecting the seasons. So what I've done this month is I've used, I decided, I've used this, quite a few from this. It's by Ciao Bello. It's called Snowy Day. And I just ordered the 6x6 because that's a nice size for in here. And I just love the fact that it's really quite beautifully put together, and it's quite wintry without being overly Christmassy, because I just really wanted, lovely winter scenes. So yeah, you'll see that throughout probably this month and next month too. I also used pages from this Ladybird book, What to Look For in Winter. I used the autumn one last month, but do you know, I've actually used the some of the text as well because it's beautifully written, absolutely beautifully written. And just what else? Oh, bits from Daphne's diary. So I don't remember if it's number 7 or number 8. I think they do the lovely page. It might be the latest one, number 8. They do beautiful papers. So I've pulled these out. I've used some this month. I might use some next month as well, in January. I got carried away, and and I've also gone back to my Mrs. Cogs Crafts winter journal prompts and quotes, and I've cut some of those out. These are some of the pages that I'm probably going to save for January. So I've cut those out. Absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So that's what I've used. Oh, and also from this colouring book. Realised, I've got a real collection, if I can find them, of lovely things from the Daphne's Diaries that I've, since I resubscribed in the summer. So each month they have, so that was a colouring book. We actually have this, Colour Your Day, bullet journal, activity diary, and recipes. And I was thinking I might do like a traveller's notebook style folder to pop these in, because they're just lovely. Might be a gift for someone, because I don't know if I'd use them all, but anyway. So for this one, oh, I made myself a little cheeky coffee as well. Hold on. First slurp. So, story behind why I chose this for the first page of the December spread. Look at that beautiful that canal boat, and this is for another one paper from the pack as well. And I've just collaged it with this was from Daphne's diary. This is an old one, I think. So cut that out. I love the fountain pen, and the this here is from some pages of Great Expectations that I'm the book that what am I doing with it? Hold on, let's see if I can. From Great Expectations that I'm altering, so I've got quite a few pages, and you kind of know what you're getting. So yeah, I really love that. I love it. I'm actually watching a series on BBC4, I think, called Canal Boat Diaries, and it's a guy who lives on his boat, and he's going all over England, and that really resonated with me, because I combined the two. This, I don't know if you notice, this was from my a page that I didn't use from my little winter day book from about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's just got this little bit of fabric edging. I don't know if you can see the little beads, and I think they look like a bit like ice crystals, and so I thought that would be a nice sort of marker of where my December pages stay. So, and this basically I remember was from a Tesco flyer, Tesco club card flyer. I remember loving the this image. Anyway, so that's for my stickers. That again is from the Snowy Days, Memories of a Snowy Day. I think that is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So you can see I've kept the colours, they're quite muted this for December, and I think it goes really well with the pages. And this was from the Ladybird book, you know, so it's a lovely, it's so well written. You know, it kind of tells you as you're out for your walks what to expect, but I just loved, and it is what thing, you know, how things look at the moment when you go out and about for walks in the morning. And I've just popped a bit of cold there from Mrs. Coggs Crafts. This is from just a little some stickers, remember I got from W.H. Smith's. Kept that really simple. We have been having some absolutely fabulous, really lovely sunsets over the last 2 or 3 weeks, just like this, so I had to include this lovely picture. And I just love the way, look at the, and this was the text that went with it. A red sunset on a frosty evening promises fine weather to come. Starlings are flying in converging flocks towards their roosting place in the trees beyond the lake. Already some are perching in the upper branches, but most of the flocks are slow to settle, and for a long while swoop to and fro, making curious patterns. We have a lot of birds where we live, and it is just before sunset. It's really noisy when they're coming back from doing, you know, their day's travels. It really is, and it's just, again, that resonated with me because we see that every day, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely. So I thought you needed to go in there. And this one was talking about the different flowers, the berries, and it's talking about the farmer trimming his hedges. So I just, yeah, that's the picture to go with that, and I think it's lovely. This beautiful reminds me of as you're going to Oxford, it just reminds me of Oxford and the bikes. I love it. So paired that, and that was from another side. Was it actually from that bit? Actually, it might be the other side of that. Yeah, it is. Divided it into two on the 2 pages. That was just a little doodad from the pack. Love it. And I just layered it. And this was a Daphne's Diary, and I can't remember how old. I just loved it, so I cut it out and glued it in such a way that I could just pop these little bits in. I might actually use them for to journal on, or I might not, but I just love the way that looks. That was Daphne's Diary as well, and this was a and I paired it up with one of these stickers. Have I? Yeah, I've done this as a flip out, so that I could write on the back, because an address book I've had for ages, and I used some other images on autumn day books from about 2 years ago, I think, because they're beautiful, and I've kept this aside because it's lovely. And that's kind of on a snowy day, if you can see how lovely that is. And this was in the Daphne's Diary, describing different wildlife in the winter. I thought that went really well. Again, oh yes, this was from Daphne's Diary as well. They had these postcards, and I think that was from number 7. They had the postcards. It might be number 8. The other side were really Christmassy, which isn't my bag, so I just basically I still loved the this is the back for writing on, and this is what I want to do with it, so I just thought I would fold it over and do 2 pages. So but this again is very much it just like a walk in our area. It really would be on a frosty day. And the description of there's been a heavy hoarfrost which whitens the roofs, the tree branches, and the grass holms. I have to look that word up. It clings to the sides of foxglove stems and defines the spider's webs hanging between stems and fence. Absolutely beautiful. And again, this was from Mrs. Coggs Crafts. This was again from Snowy Days, from the paper pack. This was a card, the front of a card that I liked, and it went really, really well with the on the Daphne's Diaries papers. I just loved the little bit of gold. Love robins. They're very busy. They've kind of arrived again in our garden. Love it. Love, love, love them. So, and I couldn't believe just how that paired really well. Even in the winter, it should be green in my heart. From Chopin, Frederick Chopin, and I just thought that was really nice. I popped it in there. This again is from the paper pad, and that's just people out and about on a busy shopping day. I love it on a busy, and yeah, so I paired it again with another of the Daphne's Diary big postcards. Quote from Mrs. Coggs, no, like a journal prompt, and that was from my little book of stickers that I started using last month. And that again is from the what's the word, the book. I didn't use a text from that because I think the text from that was on the back of one of these, maybe one of those, so I couldn't do both. This was basically from the colouring book. This was from the colouring book, and I really like it. I like them, and I like the fact that it really paired up with that paper from yeah, that paper, that's from here. And it's just the whole page is the little houses. I really like that, so I couldn't find it now, but anyway, so paired it with that. I might colour those in myself, to be fair. And then I found this was in the colouring book, which I'm going to colour because I like the thought of doodles. I might start to do some doodles as well, like hot chocolate and whatever. So that's really pretty and just fun. There's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. Renouf Fiends. Can't remember, because Joseph isn't there as well. So I like that and that. And this I loved, absolutely adored. This I don't know, I was thinking I might keep that one. So let's have a look. So that really is Deep Winter, which will be towards the end of this month, beginning of next, won't it? Here, bitter east winds have blown spray from the lake, and the water falling on nearby herbage and grasses has frozen into thick layers of ice, and this has built up gradually into curious patterns glazed by the continuous frost. So I think, again, the colours I love, and again the prompts from Mrs. Coggs, and that was just one of this I really liked was a corner, like a corner of one of those. So I just thought I'd pair it with that. And this I absolutely adore. I've kind of and I think this might actually be the beginning of it might be my January. I don't know, I might have changed my mind by then. But you know, there is a place local to us, little village, where it looked very much like this. And it says, snow has fallen during the day. There has been a thaw, but now it's freezing again, and icicles have formed where water has run down. In the holly tree, which is rich with red berries, fieldfares, redwings, and mistle thrushes are busy feeding. And then it goes on to describe the different descriptions of the birds. So I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased with this. So I'm going to be excited working this. I just wanted to show you a couple of other bits. So after I filmed last month, I went back and added this in for the end of my November spread, and this was the this is from the poetry book that I had. It had all these lovely art pieces to go with it, and this reminded me so much of the cherry tree in our front garden, which now as of probably the beginning of last week has actually lost all its leaves, but through November that was the colour of our cherry tree. Absolutely gorgeous. So I popped that in, and I also popped this in as well. I can't remember if I showed it last month, but I remember referring to it with the old gentleman in his, I don't know if it's allotment or just in his back garden, working with his bonfire. And it goes well with a poem that Taya and I covered called, what was it called? Burning the Leaves, a real November thing. And so I've taken this out of my an older day book, and I replaced it in here. And that as well was from my old day book and replaced, which I love. I couldn't, do you know what? I couldn't find my autumn stamp set. Well, I didn't have a lot of time to look for it actually. So that's why I didn't do more. So that, guys, is my December spread so far. Wanted just to show you, I've been shopping since we spoke last. And do you remember I was thinking about, I've been thinking about how to close this, you know, whether to, I was going to put a hitch post here and some elastic, but I didn't really like how that, the pattern on that as much as I like to see that hole. So I have decided to do an eyelet here, and this can fold over as a bookmark wherever I want, which would be lovely. And so I actually went to Mason's. It's in a lovely place in Abingdon where we are, and I actually got some fabric as well while I was there. I got the elastics. I really wanted brown, chocolate brown elastic. Couldn't find any, so I need to choose. I might even combine a couple of, maybe that green and the orange might be quite nice. Yeah, the dark green rather than lighter is a better tone, I think, than that to do that with. But I also want to do something like this for my school book, my school timetable book for 2023. Remember last year I did this. Which it's been lovely to work in. It's been lovely to work in. What I did find though is that you know, it's a little bit gator mouth, not horrendous, but yeah, I really like the idea of covering one of these and doing that. So I thought, I've worked in this before. If you remember, I did a coffee journal series. I saw a couple that were kind of school themed, but they didn't really float my boat. But I love this. I love that. The thought of getting one of these leather ones and covering it with something like this, and altering it, that kind of style for our school timetable. I really like it. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love the colours, Anyway, so there's that. And then we just paid actually, and walking out the door I saw this, which again I absolutely love. The detail in that, isn't it lovely? How pretty that would be on the front. And I might put a picture on the front as well, so pick that up as well. So that's that. And I've got the elastic, and also one of the elastics I thought of, because I was going to take a picture for this, might go for, I don't know if it's worth going for the red or the light green one here. Yeah, actually, maybe the light green, the lighter of the greens, just to thread through here and keep that together. So that's where the red does look nice as well, doesn't it? So yeah, it's my dilemma at the moment, guys. I will see you soon. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you're working in at this month. You know, whether you have a day book or you just have a general journal for everything, or if you have like a gratitude journal and a quotes journal and something else, and keep it all separately. And I'll see you soon. I've got a couple of projects I'll be working on. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.